Poor Sanji, his heart once again got crushed this episode, and Sanji is such a romantic person. I mean, okay, so he continues to believe in Violet, even though Violet literally kicked him in the fucking face with a hill. That looked painful, okay? I mean, it looked like she might have kicked his eye socket in with that hill. I feel so bad for Sanji, but Sanji continues to believe in Violet, saying that she was telling the truth when she asked him to kill someone. So, right there, that's the big question. Is Violet actually lying? Does Sanji know how Violet really is? There's a lot of questions around that scene, but I feel like it was really well handled. There was some good animation in that scene, really fluid, and I just like the way it set it up, because, I mean, the way it cliffhangered it, right when you see Violet starting to tear up in her eyes, I'm guessing Sanji is on the money, and that Violet is hiding something. And that interesting devil fruit ability she has, she can actually see the greed and different things inside of people's hearts, what they truly desire, it seems like, because she can see what they're thinking. Like, we see how when she was looking at all the guys, she saw, like, greed, like they wanted money, women, different stuff like that. So it's interesting. I'm guessing she can look at people's desires when she looks into their body. So, I like the way it's set up there. But one of the main interesting factors of this episode, I feel that was just freaking awesome, was the little people introduction. Okay, so, we find out they're not really fairies, but they're little people, extremely fast, and holy hell, they're strong. Did you see what that little freaking person did to that freaking floor and the building? It just fell down. I mean, holy hell, it's like, ah, just breaking it. That was crazy, okay? And Zoro's freaking out. It's like, oh my god, you're strong, aren't you? And just, oh man, I love the way they were introduced this episode, the way they just freaking go and steal everybody's clothes like the Navy soldiers' clothes. Like, we need you Straw Hats, and you got the freaking Navies, everything's getting stripped from them, and they run off out of the woods with just their boxers on. That was fucked up and amazing. And then all of a sudden we get to see Robin capture one, and then that scene ends right there. Kind of upsetting. I want to see where that scene continues on, but I like the way it's done. I like how we had amazing plot drop of these different characters, and that we'll probably have these characters over the rest of Dressrosa arc. So, I like the animation of this episode. The pacing was slow. I cannot deny that. It, once again, was a very slow-paced episode. There was a lot of just, you know, still frame shots where it was just panning on the frame, and it was really some useless scenes. I think it happened about 3 times this episode. Wasted a lot of time, but I still feel like there was enough plot reveal and a lot of stuff going on in this episode that really kept it entertaining. I'm looking forward to finding out how Don Chinjiao is going to be fighting Luffy. I mean, he seems really freaking pissed in this episode. I just cannot wait to see something like that. That's going to be so freaking awesome. All around, I feel like this was a very good One Piece episode. It was average, but at the same time, it introduced major plot elements that we should probably expect from the rest of this arc. Now, music-wise, I like the music. I love freaking just, wow, when the freaking little people actually just found Zoro and you just hear that freaking music in the background and beating the floor in, and then the music of Sanji's theme song at the end. I feel like the music was really well in this episode. It was done well, and I like it. So far, good episode. I like what it gave and the feels it gave me of a One Piece episode. So tell me your thoughts on this episode. Did you enjoy it? Did you hate it? Did you feel like this episode was bad? Did you feel like this episode was good? What did you feel about the Navy soldiers knowing that the Straw Hats are there? What do you feel about, you know, Dolphy going after Luffy's ship at the Sunny Go? I mean, do you think that, you know, someone's going to be there? Do you think Zoro's going to get there in time to be able to save the Straw Hats? Or do you not think that's going to happen? So, a lot of questions, and I think it's a really good episode. So, tell me your thoughts. Everybody, I love you so much. Chibi out.